Hi everyone, my name is Nicola Colton and I'm the author and illustrator of the Jasper and Scruff series. So that means that I wrote all the words and drew all the pictures. And so in the first book, these two meet, Jasper and Scruff, and they're both quite different characters. So Jasper is a very fancy cat, and he's got an art collection and a fancy apartment and likes the finer things in life. And Scruff is a different kind of character altogether, so he likes chasing his ball and giving people big sloppy licks and getting up to mischief. So you can see them meeting there for the first time, and Jasper is not too impressed at the beginning. But by the end of the first book, they decide that they're really good friends, and they might be different, but they make a really good team, and they make a fort and have some cake, which is always fun. So in the second book, Hunt for the Golden Bone, the two friends find a treasure map. So it falls out of a book. They've opened a bookshop together and they find different clues and decide to go on a treasure hunt. So they meet lots of interesting characters along the way and go to lots of different locations, like this one where they're at the seaside. So I thought what would be a fun activity for us to do would be to make a treasure map. So here's an example here. So as you can see, there's lots of different locations. You can see a trail leading to the treasure, an X marks the spot, a ship, and lots of fun things. So we're going to draw one ourselves today. And if you go onto my website, if you want a starter sheet to get started, you'll find this. It's on nicolacolton.com. And you can print that off, and it's just got an X marks the spot and a little compass, so it's just to get you started, and then there's some instructions on the side, but you can always draw it yourself. So if you feel like you want to do it yourself, that's fine, but if you want to grab your pens and pencils and paper, we'll get started. So if you're using the starter sheet, you'll have the little shape of the map here with an X marks the spot and a compass with the 4 directions, and you'll see some suggestions here on the side on what to put on the map. But today for the video I'm going to work on a slightly larger sheet so it's easier to see, and we'll start with an X marks the spot. Now if you want to take a plain sheet of paper, you can start this yourself, so you can draw an X in the middle, maybe a simple compass in the top corner, and you can do some jaggedy lines like I have, with some V's cut out into them to show the outline of the map and to make it look frayed and old. So to start the map, we usually start with a treasure trail, and you don't need to think about this too much. So it's basically like take a line for a walk. So start by the X and just do a big wiggly shape, see where it takes you around the map. So draw that lightly. And then we'll do a dotted line so that it looks like a proper treasure trail, because on treasure maps they always have a dotted line. So the treasure trail is going to start here and it's going to go all the way around to the X. So what do you think is going to be beside the X? Yep, you probably guessed it. Going to have the treasure beside the X. So the treasure can be any number of things. You can do a treasure chest. I'll do an example of that on a separate piece of paper here. So you can draw a treasure chest like so. We'll start with a box shape. Do some little coins, maybe a few diamonds, different shapes and jewels. Do a string of pearls or necklace, and we need a lid at the top of the treasure chest. You could add in a little lock, and then draw some lines for wood, so it's a wooden treasure chest. So that's one idea for treasure, but treasure can mean lots of things. So you could do your favourite food, so maybe you love ice cream. So you could have an ice cream cone. Maybe you love sweets. You could draw a bunch of sweets, different shapes. Lollipop maybe. Maybe you've got a favourite teddy, so you could draw your teddy in there. Maybe you've got a bunny or some other kind of stuffed animal, or a bear. His nose, whiskers, some arms. So that could be your treasure. So treasure can mean lots of things. Maybe it's a favourite place. Maybe you've got a favourite tree. Or maybe you've got a tree house. You can draw your favourite tree. You can even do your own house. So maybe the treasure hunt ends at your house. So you could draw that. So treasure can be anything you want really. So you can have fun with that. So for this map, I'll just stick with the treasure chest. And you can even do some little star shapes to show that it's very sparkly in there. Okay, so there's your treasure. And we're going to need some different things along the trail. So what kind of landmarks do you happen upon as you walk along the treasure trail? So one thing that pops up on treasure maps a lot is palm trees. They're usually in tropical locations. So for a palm tree, I'd start with a kind of long triangular shape. We'll do a few palm trees. And then do some lines coming out of those to indicate the leaves. And then some more little lines to show the fronds of the leaves. So it can be pretty simple. And we can do a little shape underneath this, any shape you like, a wiggly curvy one. And this could be an island. So islands are usually surrounded by water, aren't they? So to show the water, you can do a series of M's. Like so. And what do we have on the water? We usually have a ship, don't we? So we'll have to do a pirate ship, I think, won't we? We'll start with a four-sided shape. And then a little kind of stick shape for the front of the boat. And we're going to need some sails to get around. So I will start with a large square, a stick, a medium-sized square, another stick or line, and a small square at the top. I'll do the same again. Large square, a line, medium square, a line, small square, and the same again. Big square, a line, medium square, a line, and a little square. Now we're going to need a flag at the top, aren't we? Because pirates always have a flag to show that they're pirates. We can colour that in. And I'll just fill some lines here to connect the sails to the boat or the ship. And you can do some portholes here, so just some simple circles. And you can even do a few light lines just to show the wood of the ship. There you've got your pirate ship. They're on their way looking for the treasure as well. And because this treasure is not in the middle of the sea, we'll just show that this is on a bigger island. So just draw a wiggly shape around the treasure. So this is the sea here, and then you've got a bigger island here with the treasure on it. So what else do we need? I think we need a sea monster, because there's always a sea monster in the sea, isn't there, on these maps. So I'm going to do an octopus, but you can make up any monster you like. You can have loads of teeth, you can have loads of eyes, loads of arms, anything you want really, but I'll just do a big octopus. So do a round shape for his head. I'm going to give him some angry eyebrows. So I do a line across, 2 round circles, dots for eyes, and an unhappy face. So he's a big cross octopus. Now, octopuses usually have, or octopi, usually have tentacles, don't they? 8 tentacles. So we'll do one wiggly shape, follow along that line, another wiggly shape, and follow along the line, another wiggly shape, and follow along, another wiggly shape. What are we up to? That's 4 tentacles, another wiggly shape. He's going all over the place now. 5, another one, he's going off the map. 6, another wiggly shape. 7, and another wiggly shape. That's 8. We've got our angry octopus waiting to swipe pirate ships or whatever goes past him. So I might just make this line a little bit heavier just to show that this is the main island or the treasure. And what else is on the island? So you could draw, maybe there's a cave here. Just do a simple rock shape with an opening. Just fill in a kind of doorway. Draw on some squiggly lines to show there's lots of bumpy bits and some rocks behind it. So there's a cave. What else could we have? You could draw a skull. It shows this is a bit of a scary island. Start a bit like the octopus head, a roundy shape, and then some wiggly lines for the bottom of the skull. Some filled in circles for the sockets. Maybe we could do some crossbones. So a line, and a wiggly shape at the end. A line, a wiggly shape at the end. And another bone here. A wiggly shape, line, wiggly shape. And what else is on an island? I think we could do some more palm trees. And we can just draw their leaves. Use a thinner pencil for these bits. Because it's an island, probably some different types of trees as well. So do wiggly shape and a stick and some lines, wiggly cloud shape, stick and some lines. Maybe there's some mountains, so we'll do some triangles. Maybe there's bit of snow on top, who knows, that'd be pretty weird on a tropical island, but hey, you can do whatever you want. And maybe you could do some grass, so there's some grass over here. And you can even do some little houses if you want. Maybe there's some little huts, little straw, simple huts. Maybe there's a couple of people living on this island. Little tropical huts. Yeah, you can pretty much draw whatever you want on this map. So I think I'll leave it there. That's our map. Got an octopus, islands, treasure, skulls, pirate ships, and you can put whatever you like, so the limit is your imagination. So I hope you have lots of fun with your treasure map, and if you want to send me what you've drawn, I'd love to see them. So have fun, and thank you.